After the words of tashahhud, you send salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And remember that this is the best way of making dua. You begin with words of glorification and praise for Allah, you send salat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then you make dua. And what du'as can you make after this? There are so many du'as from the sunnah. And I will read some of them here so that you become familiar with them. Allahumma inni zalamtu nafsi zulman kathira. O Allah, I have greatly wronged myself. وَلَا يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا أَنْتَ. And none forgives wrong actions except you. فَاغْفِرْ لِي مَغْفِرَةً مِّنْ عِنْدِكَ وَارْحَمْنِي إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. So grant me your forgiveness. And O Allah, be merciful to me. You are the ever forgiving, the ever merciful. We are confessing all of our sins over here. Many, many sins over here. And we are acknowledging that no one can forgive sins except for Allah. And we're asking Allah for special forgiveness, for great forgiveness from Himself and His mercy, because He is able to forgive all sins and He is very merciful to His slaves. Another dua we can make, Allahumma ghfir li ma qaddamtu, wa ma akhartu, wa ma asrartu, wa ma a'lantu, wa ma asraftu, wa ma anta a'lamu bihi minni. Anta al-muqaddimu wa anta al-muakhiru, la ilaha illa anta. O Allah, forgive my former and latter sins, and those which I have done secretly, and those which I have done openly, and those sins in which I have wronged others, and those faults of mine about which you have better knowledge than I have. You are the one who sends forth, and you are the one who delays. There is no true deity except you. We also make dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhabi jahannam, wa min adhab al-qabr, wa min fitnat al-mahya wal-mamat, wa min sharri fitnat al-masih al-dajjal. O Allah, I seek refuge with you from the punishment of hell, and from the punishment of the grave, and from the trials of life, and the trials of death, and from the evil of the trial of Dajjal. And you are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect you from the greatest dangers, the greatest harmful things that you could ever experience. And these are the punishment of hell, the punishment of the grave. You're asking Allah to protect you from the different trials in this life, and the trial of death. The trial of death is that a person makes such a mistake at the time of death that their good deeds are nullified. Because shaitan does not leave a person even at that time. So Ya Allah, protect me from that fitna. And protect me from the greatest fitna in the world, which is the fitna of Dajjal. In another version of this dua, we also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from min al-ma'thami wal-maghram. That, O Allah, I seek your refuge from sin and from debt. Any sin that I do not even realize, and debt, financial burden. Ya Allah, protect me from that. Because that makes life very difficult. Another dua is, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-bukhli, wa a'udhu bika min al-jubni, wa a'udhu bika an uradda ila ardhal al-umur, wa a'udhu bika min fitnat al-dunya, wa a'udhu bika min adhab al-qabr. O Allah, I seek refuge with you from stinginess. I seek refuge with you from cowardice. I seek refuge with you from reaching the age of decrepit old age, basically, where a person is completely weak and dependent on others. And I seek refuge with you from the trials of the world and from the trials of the grave, the torment of the grave. We can also make some other du'as, such as, Allahumma inni as'aluka ya Allah, bi annaka al-wahidu al-ahadu as-samadu alladhi lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad, an taghfira li dhunubi innaka antal ghafurur rahim. That, O Allah, I ask of you, O Allah, because you are the one, the only one, the self-sufficient master, the one who neither begets nor is he born, and there is none equal or comparable to him. I ask you, O Allah, that you forgive me my sins, for you are the ever-forgiving, the all-merciful. And remember that at the end of salah, before we say the salam, this is also an excellent time to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever that you want. So for example, you can say, رَبِّ اجْعَلْنِي مُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي رَبَّنَا وَتَقَبَّلْ دُعَاء رَبَّنَا اغْفِرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيَّ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الْحِسَابِ. You can say, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. You can make any dua. And you can also say at this time, اللهم إني أسألك بأن لك الحمد لا إله إلا أنت المنان بديع السماوات والأرض يا ذا الجلال والإكرام يا حي يا قيوم إني أسألك. That, O Allah, I ask of you, because you deserve all praise. There is no God but you. You are Al-Mannan. You are the bestower of favors. You are the originator of the heavens and the earth. Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram, Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, ever living, the sustainer of all. Indeed, I ask you. And in hadith we learn that when you make dua to Allah with these words, then your duas are accepted. You are given what you ask for. So you can say this dua in your tashahhud also, yani before you end your salah, and then you can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever it is that you wish. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your du'as. Ameen. And after that we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And we say salam to those on our right and those on our left. And remember, when you send salam to others, then the same is for you, because when you make dua for someone else, the same dua is made for you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all safety and peace that we so desperately need and wish for. Ameen. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.